This is Broadmoor Hospital for the criminally insane. This is where I met and married my husband, Ronnie Gray. It's also where Roy Shaw spent 5 years of his life. He is one hard bastard. Roy Shaw is one of Britain's most notorious villains. He spent over a third of his life banged up in 21 different nicks. He was a Category A man, high risk.
Well, when you very first meet Roy, you know that he's a hard bastard. He's not a loud or brash man that's going to say, you know, I'll do you, I'll stab you, I'll shoot you. He's not going to do any of those things. But just look in his eyes and you know straight away that he's a hard bastard.
He was known as the most dangerous and violent prisoner in the system. If you're unlucky enough to have Roy Shaw come after you, watch out, because hell comes with him.
Do you know you got a reputation first?
Well, yeah, when I walk in a place, I say that Roy Shaw is Roy Shaw. But it's a respectable reputation.
And what makes you angry? Something like, you know, I don't know,
I
bullying?
just flare up, yeah, bullying. I don't like seeing anybody bullying anybody. And if I was with a girl and someone starts chatting her up, yeah. It flares up, you know, and I just want to whack them.
Are you looking?
If you're a normal man in the street, or a girl or a child, then you've got nothing to fear from Roy. But if you're a man and you cross him, then beware, because you'll be sorry.
He's still got this thing in his head that he can't be beat. And if you said to him now, someone nutted that brick out the wall the other day with their head, nutted it out, bet you couldn't do it, then he'd have to have a go at it.
All men like to poke fire, spit and have a fight. And Roy does all of those three things.
Roy's got it all. A nice gaff by Epping Forest in Essex, and he drives a Bentley Corniche. But Roy doesn't like to reveal his age, and I'll let you into a little secret. He might pop a cap in my arse, but he's the wrong side of 60.
These are what you take every day. Show me all the pills you take every day then.
Now this is called kelp. This helps to burn away the fat.
Let's have a look. Kelp.
Roy takes handfuls of vitamins to keep the lead in his pencil, all washed down with cod liver oil, and it seems to work.
Ginkgo biloba. This helps your memory.
What's wrong with your memory? Nothing, because you take these.
Once you get over 35, it starts fading away. I mean, certainly I've got a good body, a young body. I train, and look, there's no wrinkles here, and I think that's a good,
nice skin.
That's a good body. Isn't it? So,
for a 35-year-old.
For a 35-year-old, look at that.
Roy's even converted his spare room.
That's the gym where you have workouts. Quite often I have better workouts in there.
This is the love palace.
And when you share Roy's bed, you can sleep easy, because like a Boy Scout, he's always prepared for anything.
There, anywhere, let it go right through you.
What is it? Oh my lord. It's with lead.
No, it's a seasoned metal of some sort. You know, I took this off a colour geezer when I was down the Cricketers Pub.
What, he had it?
Yeah, he had it, so I've kept it ever since.
What did you say? Excuse me, can I have that?
No, I'll take that from you.
Did you?
If anybody comes in here, they can get this through the red.
In 1963, when he was in his late 20s, Roy was sent down for stealing 87 grand from a bullion van. That's a lot of dosh. In those days, only the great train robbers ever had a bigger touch. When he was doing the blags in the early 60s, a bank job was easy dough. There was no such thing as an armoured vehicle. It was like taking candy from a baby.
We never had no guns, we just had pickaxe handles. Never had to use them hardly at all, because they just smashed the window and keep it in there. They ain't going to fight, it ain't their money.
But how did he get into villainy in the first place?
Me mates that was with me, so, I mean, I was whacking people in dance halls and whatever, and they say, well, you keep whacking people and go out to prison for, you know, just for assault and things like that. If you could do anything like that, you might as well get some money for it. So they took me on you know, they was at the blags, so they took me on the blags, and that's how it all started.
What's up there? What?
The love of his life is his rotties. Although Roy's always got a string of birds, he prefers to live on his Jack Jones. Of course, Roy's used to that. He's had plenty of practice.
When I was in solitary, you didn't have no choice. You had to get used to it, you know, because you're on your own. But so I used to do workouts just to press ups up the wall, do press ups up the wall. You learn to just space yourself out, and time just goes by.
Even in the nick, a trail of violence followed Roy.
The geezer who cut his throat, it was a grass. So they've got to be done. I mean, no, I've done 6 cases, I've stabbed them. And I mean, let's face it, was in Wandsworth, and a screw come up and he said, Roy, you know that bloke who raped them 2 little girls? You go, yeah. He said, well, this is number 43. He said, when you're coming off exercise, I'll be down that end of the landing. Now he's given us the wire to do the geezer. So making fit, he was always with me. He's one of the crazer.
Jack the Hat.
Jack the Hat. He was game as a Bible. And we used to wait for him, and when they come in, we used to do them.
But what makes you think you have the right to do that?
Well, he's just made 2 little girls suffer and killed them. Well, he needs to be hurt. He's just got a bit of prison. And nowadays, they just put them in different bloody wings altogether. You can't get at them. No, yeah, that's... I mean, putting them in prison ain't punishment. When they kill a little kid, I mean, God, blimey, these, what's it called, paedophiles, I mean, they've got the kid there for hours, they keep torturing him for hours, then they kill him. I mean, you want to feel sorry for them, they need cutting and hurting.
I'm on my way back to Broadmoor, where I used to visit my ex-husband, Ronnie Cray, at least twice a week. It's also where Roy done 5 years. He was certified insane because the ordinary nicks couldn't handle him. But in Broadmoor, they could give him the liquid cosh. Pump him up with drugs, that is.
Roy would go into one on the landings, start tearing down doors and throwing officers about and knocking everybody out. And there was only one place really for him to go, and that is Broadmoor. In actual fact, Ronnie Cray went to visit Roy Shaw in Broadmoor in 1963, before he was put into Broadmoor himself. And Roy was having a bit of trouble with his wife at the time, and Ron asked him if there's anything he could do. And he said he wanted the man taken care of who was playing about with his wife. So Ron shot him, shot the man, and he went back up to see Roy in Broadmoor. And he asked him, Ron asked him what it was like in Broadmoor, and he said, it's okay, but it's full of gay guys. And Ron just said, good, smashing. I've got butterflies in my tummy, I must be honest, coming back, because this is the only thing that I know about Ron is this drive here. So I think it's a bit sad.
For many prisoners, Broadmoor is the end of the road. But for Roy, it was just another challenge.
All right then, is that the roof where you was on
That's it, yeah.
when you was protesting?
Protesting, yeah. The day, the whole day and night.
Did they have to get you down?
Yeah, they coaxed me down.
Coaxed you? What, with cakes and things?
I know, they got a few birds out the woman's wing.
I don't think that would have coaxed you.
He was put in solitary in what were called the dungeons, Broadmoor's hellhole.
So they'd stuck me in a refractory block, punishment block, for about 6 months that time. And then I come out and then I'd done the screws and went back for another 9 months solitary.
When you say you've done the screws, what do you mean?
I broke the chief's cheekbone and I whacked a few of the others. And I kept sticking needles in me, and then I couldn't stand up properly, I was so weak with the drug. One of them came in called Scott, I put sardines in his face, because that's what I was having to see, and nutted him. Nobody went, so they come in and give me some more injections, and they stabbed me like a rag doll, you know, couldn't do nothing. There's one boy in there called Dawn, and they let him out, and he went to a county hospital, and he killed a screw in the county hospital, so sent him back in here. He said, he thought, well, I'm never going to get out.